Back on deck, crew. You know what time it is. I come to talk that noise. Alright. This one's called transactions because we're going to talk about how we make these transactions. You know what I mean? So, you eat light and sound. Okay? When you keep the company of people, people have auras. And their energy can be either negative or positive. It'll either uplift you or it'll bring you down and impede you and hinder you helpless. Or hinder you angered or disturbed or dissonant. And dissonant means disharmonic. So, basically taking you out of the situation. Now, this is dissonance, and this is harmonic. Dissonance, chaotic, disharmonic, harmonic. We're going to talk about transactions of transience. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's this? It's a set of headphones connected to a device. Now, these headphones are plugged in this person's head. They're getting light projection directly. This camera's so stupid, I hate it, man. Excuse me. Here, I'm going to zoom it in real quick. Hopefully you guys can see it without this thing getting blurry. Man, I swear I do not like this camera. Alright, this dude has headphones in, or this chick, whatever. I don't got time to draw these details. This human, alright, has these headphones in. Now what's going on here is, what do you think is being blocked out? Obviously natural light's being blocked out because their focus is the screen. And external transient sound is being blocked out because it's externally coming from here, but it's plugged in their head. They don't hear anything else. They can't hear the sounds that they're supposed to hear, the frequency of nature, the ohm. And that's why machines like cars and all that stuff exist. What do you think happens to people who are actually out there getting into the nature frequency, and a big ass truck comes driving by? It just interrupts that whole frequency of chirp, 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 and bzz, the buzzing bees, and all the harmonic frequencies of nature that we experience. B being the saw wave or hypersaw. You know what they sound like. This is in harmony. There's like a whole bunch of them. They different octaves of zzz, which is crazy. So when you're out there and you get into that, that's when you tune in and you start to get into a different type of frequency, because nature is just a noise, but it's noise that is sculpted in such a way that your soul obviously eats that because you eat it via the ears. So basically what I'm trying to get to is, okay, when you're on your device all the time, that is bad. Number one, it's a cellular device, which is irradiating you all the fucking time. So you shouldn't have it on you really all the time. And if you do, you should put it on airplane mode when you don't need to use it at the moment. Okay? It'll save your battery and a lot of other shit in your life and health. And, for us guys and girls, you know what I'm saying, if you keep the shit in your pocket near your genital areas, what do you think? You're irradiating that. It's causing damage on the low that you don't know. See, every time I come to do this, they gotta be bumping shit now right next to the wall, bumping music. It's insane. But I'm gonna still do this tape. So check it out. I think it's because they can hear me in here. But you know what? I'm glad. And that just goes to prove that they're zombies, because I can hear what they're listening to. It's a bunch of bullshit. Alright? Bunch of this 432 hydrofluorocarbon dumb shit tuned to that little watered down plastic Barbie doll music, toy music, that's what I call it. But look, listen, so basically you get plugged into these devices all day. So okay, this is bad when a person walks around with headphones in all day. That's all they they have to do that. Their headphones got to be in their head all fucking day long. That is not good. Who walks around with headphones in their head all day long listening to music? Like, I understand you listen to music, but all day long though, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And then number two, Hello, cell phone on your body, completely not in airplane mode. It's health problems on the low. But people don't listen, and you know what? You can't. Certain people, you cannot tell them shit. You tell there's all types of proofs, and they'll just still deny it. That's why I said denial is not just a river in Egypt. That's fine. People like to swim in denial all the time, but you have to learn this. If people or a person, whoever these people may be, if you got control of your LEL process and you're on point and you're trying to explain this stuff to people and so they understand it and they kind of like yeah, they act like they hear you or whatever. Let them find out on their own. But when the time comes when they come crying to you, oh man, you see, you know what you gotta do. You just gotta shrug your shoulders and be like, man, I don't know, man. I try to tell you, you know what I'm saying? You can't even tell I told you so. Because when you say that shit, what are you even doing at the point in time when it's too late? Nothing. You're not doing nothing but going to agitate the situation. And then don't nobody want to hear that. At the end of the day, no one wants to hear, oh, I told you so. You see what I'm saying? But I think that this is very bad. When a person walks around, I don't care who you are, male or female, if you walk around with your headphones stuck in your head all goddamn day, no matter what you're doing, even if you're at work or that's bad. However, I understand people put music in to block certain shit out, but what is there to block out? If you're in an environment where you have to do this, then you probably shouldn't be there. Because, like I said, you should not have this shit on your person and plugged into your head and in front of your face. Now, you're not going to, not to say that you have to look at your phone and listen to music. You don't. You have to just hit play and put it in your pocket. But that's still just a bad procedure, you know? And then if that's like really got you gripped as an addiction, as soon as the shit dies, you're like fucking conked the fuck out because you can't hear music 24/7. See what I'm saying? And the device does what your brain should do, which is memorization, sense of direction, thinking. You know what I'm saying? And it's a super radiant silicon deception display HD light and sound direct injection, which keeps you off the own frequency. It desensitizes your emotions, your physical and mental, externally hypnotize you, vainglorious delusions, and deluded thoughts, obviously, fantasy land, silicon bullshit, and lowered awareness, lowered LEL process, lower breath, lower oxygen levels. You know what I'm saying? All of your processes are being impeded, no doubt about it. And since it's a magnetic EMF type of thing, hello, your aura, energy, magnetic field, it battles with that. This is why people struggle with sleep and insomnia problems and just all types of issues. It's because of that crap right here. And because this is not being exercised. This system right here, the solar panel, pan L, is not being exercised. Breathing is impeded. The medulla is bent. Your brainstem is supposed to be straight. You're supposed to have straight posture. You're not supposed to have a bent spine and stuff like that. You see clear as day from these diagrams here. I got this shit right here on point for you. Clear as day. There's no way to mess this up. You can't miss it unless you were blindfolded and given a stick and told it swing at the pinata type deal. And you had no idea where the pinata was anyway because they led you in with the blindfold on. So you had no idea. You just swinging randomly. You might take somebody's head off. Put that stick down, yo. Don't do pinata, man. You gotta see, before you do pinata, you have to learn, blindfold kung fu type stuff. Which means, basically, if you close your eyes, you need to tap into your other senses that are around you. And this type of activity right here, it desensitizes you no matter what way you want to look at it. I don't give a fuck what music you listen to. I don't give a fuck who your mentor is. I don't give a flying rat's ass. You understand me? You hear what I'm saying? I don't care what you call it. If you do this, whether you're looking at the screen or not, if the shit's plugged in your head all day, 24 hours a day, or this is what you do, that's bad. If you do it for longer than like maybe an hour or two, man, get help. I'm sorry to say it. And if you're in an environment where you have the need that you need to do this, then it's probably a bad place for you to be. You probably need to do a change of setting. You see what I'm saying? Sleep and rest is important. Okay? But the soul energy reception, transaction is very important. The company you keep, you do a transaction there. Public pools is one place. Let's talk about that. Large body of water filled with what? Chlorine. What do gases do? They end up rising to a higher level, which means the water is then now not what? So pure. Even though they dump how many parts per million to water, after so many bodies have jumped in, and then look, man, just think about the, public pool changing room floors, how much foot fungus and disgusting shit you can catch. You know what I'm saying? It's a transaction, man. It is disgusting in every way. I just want to say that. Oh, man. But to each their own. Everybody has their own opinion. But, I mean, I'm not saying I've never went swimming before. I just started realizing things. You know what I'm saying? I started thinking too much. Maybe I think too much. But look, that's what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to think. Not too much. Too much of anything is bad for you, obviously. But to operate your brain, you should want to operate it and over-operate it and stimulate it and look at things not at 360 degrees only, but 720 also. Because this truly isn't 3D. And this isn't 3D. This is 3D. Like going like this with this and then this. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Going this direction and this direction at the same time. This is 3D. Okay? If you want to get technical, 720 times that by 2. To 1440. Okay? That's like fourth dimensional. That's getting into the atomic atom spinning in every direction. That's like, whoa. Holy moly. Holy mackerel, what the hell is going on? Yeah, it's called LEL process. Your energy should be swirling and spiraling in and out. It should be radiant. It should be magnetic. It should have voltaic force. It should move. It should flow freely. It should not be impeded. Alright? And it should not be blocked. You should get a transaction. You should get a transaction of natural transients. And you should give them back out. They should not be blocked all day. So I will say that that's a part of the zombification process too. And then what do you think's happening if you got water in you or on you or however you want to call it? Oh man, and it's bumping music, and the music's at a fucked up frequency, and then there's, you know how music is. It's basically magic. You know what it is. We've already discussed that everything is magic. Cool. Everything has magical properties. It's just that everyone's so dumbed down, they fail to realize that life is more magical than what it seems. Because the screens seem more magical. Oh, well, real life. You have been deceived. When real life slaps the shit out of you or a car runs your ass over, boom. Because that person was on their cell phone too. See what I mean? Real problems. Crunched up. So you have to understand that process. You have to be careful what sounds you take in. I'm not saying don't listen to music. I'm not telling you what to do. This is just an informative note. I'm just telling you, I'm warning you the bad stuff that can happen. I mean, it's just detrimental. Losing your sense of direction is very detrimental. Natural transients blocked out by device fallacies and their artificial light and just bullshit that, you know, corruption on tap, yada yada yada. You mean to tell me that's good for you? Don't they say do things in moderation? Some things you shouldn't do at all. However, we live in a day and age where we got to use these things, and that's what I say. You must use your LEL process within yourself. You must power yourself. And when you use these devices, make sure you're using them. Don't let the device use you, because the device basically has to use you to be operated. Hello? That's why you're the copper top. These devices can be fixed and reanimated again and in the next owner's hand. As you know, pre-owned cell phones and refurbished machines. They can't refurbish your ass once you bust it all the way down and can't beyond repair. You know what I'm saying? You can't be repaired and all this other stuff, huh? You can't be refurbished, man. When you're beyond repair, like right before death type shit. And it's going to take a miracle to bring that back. So you have to understand the process of this. The body of water within you, which flows the fluid, the oxygen, the gas, it's a transaction. Transaction is an elemental transaction. It's an AL transaction. It's major, man. And it's a transient transaction. Because you know, as well as I do, if people talk a certain way and it might boil your blood, hello, what is happening? Your atoms are becoming what? Unstable or excited by what? Phonons. What are phonons? Wave or particles of sound. Sound waves, basically what you hear right now, what your ears perceive, because you have all the filters in your head filtering out all the noise. Otherwise it'd be because that means you're deaf. I'll say that again. So like I said, Crow Crew, this is 100% heavy material. I think I'm going to go wrap this up for tonight. Not going to stunt. Might have to jump on a game campaign. I ain't going to stunt. I need to bring my mind down to a chill mode level now. I'll probably eat some dinner. You know, 'cause I can eat dinner. Probably some, I don't know, I'm going to be eating something. Might be some meat because I'm a sinner, obviously. Can't help it. Me flesh be weakened. I told you I'm not perfect. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to try to make the best version of myself and promote that you dudes too as well. I'm not trying to say be a follower or anything like that. This is just advice. I always say you do whatever the fuck you want to do, but I promote the betterment of self, and I'm trying to promote that to you because I promote that to me. And if I wanted the best for me, why wouldn't I want the best for you? Wouldn't that be fake and insane? That'd be beyond me, huh? Telling you all this and trying to share all this information, but didn't want the best for you. Hello, if I want the best for me, I want the best for you. That's why I share this information with you. It's called transient information. What do? You listen, you look, you say ah and ooh. And then and if this stuff applies to you, then you go out and probably stick your fingers in the soil and do the same ah and ooh. And then you see what I'm talking about. You do this on a daily, or you gradually build your way up to these things. Everything has a development. You know, when babies are conceived, don't they develop over time? Okay, mastery over things come over time. I'm not a master of anything. But what I aspire to be is a master of myself. And that's what you should aspire to be too. The master of yourself. Also recognize that you were created by a grand architect creator with mathematical precision. And had a vision to make an image of its like kind in many spectrum. Okay? That's some heavy stuff here. Just like I said, Crow Crew, I'm gonna jump off on this note and bring it down a notch. I hope you guys enjoy all these episodes today. I have some more material as always. Crow time, motherfucker.